Hey guys, this is AI Gaming 1776 and we are playing Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain on PC. We are using a 4 GB GTX 745. And here's what I'm going to do. This is a very difficult game to show you performance of unless I basically record an hour and a half, 2 hours of gameplay and then edit it and chop it down, but then that lends its own little issues when it comes to providing commentary. So here's what I'm going to do. If you have a GTX 745 and you want to know the best resolution and you want to know the best settings, then here you go. Pause the video if you need to. There they are. That's the best settings. That's the best resolution. You will get 45 frames per second to 60 frames per second. I've played the game for more than 20 hours and these are the best settings I can find with a GTX 745, right? So 1600 by 900, you can do 1080p, but then you have to turn a bunch of settings down. You can do 720p, but then you have to, actually you don't have to do anything. It's just an issue of the game doesn't look right. It feels like this game, from an artistic standpoint, was made to be kind of 1080p at the low end, right? 720p, a lot gets lost in translation. Now on 720p, you can almost max the settings out, but it honestly does not look very good. Whereas 1600 by 900 is a very good compromise for this card. So again, these settings right here, this is going to get you 45 frames per second to 60 frames per second. All right. Now I say all this because I've spent several days trying to make a good performance video for this game, if you will. And the problem is a lot of the action in the game is spread out. So I have to ride my horse for a long time to get to where I'm going right now. But on top of that, there's going to be a lot of sneaking. There's going to be a lot of hiding. And if I wanted to get the most out of the game, from time to time, I would have to hit the start button over here. I would have to go into Mother Base and I would have to manage it. Look at this. You can actually manage your employees. Okay. I don't know that anybody wants to see that for a performance video. So I showed you guys the best settings and the best resolution. And if that's all you care about, if all you care about is you want to know, can your graphics card play the game and what's going to look the best, I showed you. Look at this. This looks really freaking good for 900p. And this, I hate to say it, I feel so bad for the Xbox One. Look, a lot of times the Xbox One is better suited than the GTX 745 for AAA games. But in this case, I hate to say it, because I think the Xbox One plays this game at 720p. I know IGN says the Xbox One plays this game in 720, well, not this game, but Ground Zeroes in 720p. Now, I say all that to say that this looks much better than Ground Zeroes on Xbox One. Well, and here's the other thing. Ground Zeroes with this graphics card, the GTX 745, does not look very good in my opinion. And maybe it's because it's like nighttime and rainy or whatever, but this is way, way prettier, way more beautiful. Here, let me show you this real quick. Like, even the ground textures at 900p look fantastic. And I can't tell you how many open world games don't have that good of ground textures, or if they do, it's about a circle this big has ground textures that look good and everything further is like all blurred out, where this gives a little more good ground textures in this game. Anyway, here's the deal. I am playing a pretty cool mission, and maybe I should have said that up front. This is a cool mission. That's why I'm showing it. Oh, by the way, there's a frame rate counter in the upper right-hand corner. It went down to 55 frames per second. We're at 58. Like I said, you're going to get 45 to 60 the whole way. This is a really cool mission. This is mission number 6. I will stop the video before the spoiler because at the end of the mission there is a spoiler. But it's a lengthy mission. You're going to see a lot. You're going to see sneaking. You're going to see straight up attacking. I'm going to call in a helicopter at one point. I've already played this mission before. I know how I play it. So, but again, if you don't want to watch a big long video, cool beans. I've shown you the best resolution. I will be flipping over to 1080p later, but just not yet. Let me get a little further into this mission first. So look, everything looks good. Lighting looks good. Rocks look good. grass looks good. Everything looks really good with the GTX 745. I am crazy when I move my camera around. Like, I am all about situational awareness when I play my games. So I can do that in this game with these settings without issue, and it's awesome. All right, so in case you don't know, in this game, you basically capture the enemies if you want to, or you can kill them, and then they work for you, and they're basically, I don't know, your slave labor or whatever. So check it out. This guy is ranked C at something, so we're going to capture him. Whereas that guy is ranked E and D, we're going to kill him. Now, the thing is, you have to capture or you have to kill. You can't just leave somebody knocked out, because what happens is they wake up and they tell on you. All right? You knock them out. You try to do the humane thing. You try to let them live. Yeah, they wake up, get on the radio, and then, like, you can be doing the best job ever sneaking. Oh, wait, this is the guy we're going to capture. So you can do the best job ever sneaking. All right, let me knock this guy out. And when somebody that you knocked out wakes up, they call on the radio. So this game forces you to either kill people or capture them. So this guy's worthless. And I hate to say that, but he is. Like, he's all E's and D's. So he dies. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't care, guys. Like, I'm saying this, you know, like, kind of tongue-in-cheek a little bit. Like, I'm not complaining at all. But, you know, basically, the game gives you, it heavily incentivizes you to either capture people and make them work for you, or to kill them. And then you decide, I mean, like, I decide, like, I'm not going to capture a dude that's got D's and E's. Because what happens is your mother base only has so much room on it. Okay? Now, that's one of the things I told you about. Hold on, let me, on my horse. Hey, there you go. So that's one of the things I told you about. Like, this game incentivizes you to quit the action, go over to here, because your mother base can only hold so many of these guys that you capture. Look, matter of fact, I'm maxed out. 40, 55, 40. Look, I'm maxed out. Like, I already have too many people. So I probably have people in my waiting room. And where is the waiting room? Wait a minute. Okay, it's down here. It's towards the bottom where it tells you support, intel, persuasion, recruitment, former, recruitment, R&D. I don't know where the waiting room is. But yeah. So I already have too many employees. I'm building my base out right now. I've got an hour. It goes in playtime, right? So in Dragon Age Inquisition, it goes in real time, meaning, like, when you send people out to do something in Dragon Age Inquisition, you can actually shut the game off and come back the next day and something can be done. Whereas if I shut this off right now and I start it up tomorrow, there's still going to be an hour and 22 minutes, an hour and 23 minutes. So with that in mind, I'm actually building more platforms on my mother base, so I have more room for employees, basically. Anywho, so yeah, this is a cool mission overall. All right, it starts out. This part really was frustrating to me when I first started the game, if I'm honest. This area here, because there's this big canyon and you have to sneak across it, and there's guys everywhere. And the first time around, it was pretty overwhelming. It was one of those things where, like, I had to do trial and error. So I don't know how I'm going to do it at this time. This game does have a little bit of emergent gameplay, if you will. Like, you can play through over and over again and still get different results. All right. Are you a sniper? See, part of doing this mission properly is you have to capture the snipers. See, let me show you over here. So over here to the right, I've already done everything properly. You got to secure the honeybee. You got to eliminate the skulls. I did both of those. You got to secure the honeybee with its ammunition intact. All right, so that means you have to do the mission twice, which I did it that way the first time, where I didn't even shoot the honeybee off, but then kind of to do something else, you got to shoot it off when you replay it. So extracted the prisoner who cannot speak. I've done that. Extracted the snipers. That's where we're at now. There's 2 snipers at the mountain relay base, and then eliminate the gunship. Now, I eliminated the gunship the first time by calling in my helicopter. But then the second time I called in my helicopter, the gunship kept shooting my helicopter down. Okay. See, already screwing this up. Do we have my little stun gun over here? Yeah, I've got this submachine gun that shoots rubber bullets. Okay, let me turn up the headset. I may have already screwed this. Alright, I don't hear a bunch of talk in my headphones, so I think I'm good. Now, those guys should stay knocked out long enough for me to get over here. Oh, that's good. Wow, he didn't hear it. Alright, so I could try to climb this ladder, or I could just take this guy out from here. Look at that. Headshot. This machine gun actually... Oops. So, okay, here's the thing. Your suppressors, when you look at my submachine gun over in the corner, my suppressor is already almost done for. So I'm going to show you some stuff, guys. I'm going to show... Oh, get out of here. Come on. I'm going to show you what to do about that. All right, let's go. I don't even know if this guy's worth taking back to Mother Base. So, got to scan him. Okay, yeah, he's got a C on him, so he can come. D's and E's. Got no room for D's and E's. All right, the frame rate's at 60, but I just saw it in the 40s. Oh, you got to be careful when you Fulton these guys, which is what this is called. Fultoning them. Because if you're not careful, somebody sees you doing it, and that'll get like the whole base coming down on you. Now look how long. Let me see how long this video. We're 12 minutes into this video, and we aren't even across this bridge yet, which is kind of why it's been hard to do live commentary. And I normally do live commentary when I do my videos. A lot of people, a lot of famous YouTubers or whatever, they're really good at. Here, let me show you what to do about the suppressor. So this made life easier once I figured this out. All right, so you can get a grenade flare supply. All right. So now supplies are going to get dropped in, and part of those supplies is going to be a new suppressor for my gun. Once I figured this out, it made missions way easier to be stealthy, because all you got to do is just keep bringing suppressors in. That's one of the things that makes the game hard. I say hard, but it's hard to be stealthy when your suppressor blows out. All right, so here it comes. Anyway, so a lot of YouTubers are really good at recording gameplay, chopping it up, then doing commentary over it. Unfortunately, the way my brain works is I can do commentary as I play the game. Now, I could learn the other way, and I'm thinking about doing the other way, because not everybody wants to see big old long videos. But what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to compromise. As you notice, at the start of the video, I said, hey, these are the best settings. This is how the game's going to play. If you don't want to watch a big long video, peace. See you later. I'm trying to compromise. Some people do watch all of my videos. Like, they watch the whole length of the video. All right, so what is this? I guess there's supplies in here, but my Fulton's not strong enough. And I don't know how to open these, so I don't even know if they can be open. All right, have I gotten any of the snipers yet is my question, and I have no idea. I feel like I got one of the snipers. I think there's one at each end, but I could be wrong. Okay, so now... See, there's guys on the other end of this bridge. Okay, dude's got 2 C's on him. So there's a bridge that you could just run across if you don't want to be stealthy at all. And then you can go... I've never gone this way. I normally... See all those stairs? I normally take that way. I might get caught going this way. This may be stupid. But I noticed this way. So like I've done the other 2 ways. Running across the bridge and then running under the bridge. But I've never taken this path. Now, one thing about this game is climbing is stupid. Sometimes climbing doesn't work. Like, you would think I could have climbed there, but it didn't let me. And no, we can't go up this way anyway. See, I'm wondering if you get some kind of equipment that lets you get better at climbing later in the game. I know you can come from this path because once you're up on the bridge, like it's evident that you could have come from this way. So I'm hitting the climbing button. Nothing is happening. Frame rate, 60 frames per second. Like I said, it perform. Oh, wait a minute. Is it this way? How about I get a brain? There we go. Right? Or no, I've already done this. I've already done this and that didn't work. So can I go this way? Getting the high ground in this game is pretty annoying. It's very convoluted. It takes doing stuff like this. And again, not bueno, not bueno. Not good. All right, come on. Yeah, so this has affected me making videos for this game because, like, there's really not been a lot of action. Now, there's a ton of action where we're going, okay? I'm going to take you to the promised land of action. And I will try to put in the description, like, the timestamp on how to skip to it. But there is a ton of action at the end of this. All right. I guess I have to go this other way. All right, so there's a guy right here. All right. This may have been stupid. Keep in mind, I've done nothing right now to help situational awareness. All right. Where's this other guy at? And that was bad. Everything's bad. Everything's bad, and I died. All right. You have to do this again. Like I said, I'll put in the timestamp in the description. I'll put a timestamp where the action is. Once you get into this one base, there are guys everywhere. And it is about, oh. Okay. So all of that work for nothing. All right, so here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to show you a different way to get through here. I'm going to show you the way I got through here the first time. I literally rode my horse. Actually, I know I rode the horse. But I wonder if I rode them on the road. Because I know when I ride through their little camp, then they get all pissy. All right, so let's try to go this way. Just a horse. Just a horse chilling, guys, in Afghanistan. No, this is one of the reasons why it's... Look at that. All right, let's scan these guys. Oh, all these? All right, so you get to die. Sorry, but that's just how it's going to be. It should be the same. I think it's always the same. Yeah, this guy. Well, yeah, this guy's 1C. You have just enough C's to make it back to my crib. I wonder if my rebuilding of Mother Base, if that is also reset for base facilities. Hour and 17 minutes. Yeah, I think it might have. Because it was an hour and 22 minutes earlier. All right. So I feel like I rode the horse. I feel like there was a time where I went past those guys without even dealing with them riding the horse. Could be wrong, though, apparently. But I feel like I went, like, hilariously far by riding the horse. All right, you know what? There is a problem with that plan, though. I won't be taking out the 2 snipers if I do that. Although, I mean, I've already done it before. Now, if I screw this up, though, yeah, this may be bad. If I mess this up, then I'm gonna have like all these guys coming down on me. You know what? I've actually okay. So let me show you another possibly viable option. I'm actually just gonna try to run through this checkpoint, like literally run through it. All right, like run across the bridge. Oh, I should have started on the other end if I was gonna do that. Okay, see this right here? All right. So if you do this mission, scanning those guys now before they cross the bridge is very helpful. Also, look at this. Look at this. We made it over here. We made it over here. Look at this. Remember when I was trying to climb on rocks earlier? And I couldn't climb on rocks? Well, I guess the horse could this time. See, climbing on rocks is kind of inconsistent for me in this game. But look how we're using the horse, and we are bypassing everything. Not fighting, nothing. Just bypassing everything. That's actually pretty chill. All right, now here's the thing, though, and this has been one of my issues when I say that this game is kind of difficult to show you the performance of the graphics card. What have I just done in this route, right? Like I just snuck past everyone on the horse. Okay, cool. But does that really challenge the graphics card like a firefight would or getting into hand-to-hand combat? Not really. It's just, at that point, it's just a horse walking simulator. You know, it's just gone home or Dear Esther or everyone's gone to the rapture or whatever. I mean, it's just like, I just did a walking simulator past all of that. So, hey, stop. All right, so let me pick some flowers. Flowers are very important in this game. At least I think they are. Whenever I go back to Mother Base, my soldiers keep telling me they want flowers. All right, so my suppressor, I didn't really use too much of it. Now again, we just did that bridge two different ways. Like the first way, I tried to do it the way the first time. Turn around. I tried to do it the way I was supposed to. And then the second time, I just snuck past everything on the horse, which is pretty cool. All right. So I have intelligence that tells me when enemies have been detected. All right, so that's what that was in case you guys heard it. But my intelligence isn't that good, so it kind of like, it says, hey, there's some guys nearby you, but it's not real super specific. As the game, as you build up your intelligence capabilities, then the game will be more specific and give you more info. All right, so now we're just sneaking. Like, I've decided that if I can get away with it, instead of trying to do all of the things on the checklist, in the interest of time, I'm just going to try to sneak all the way to this base if I can. All right. Now, there could be enemies patrolling this road. Yep. All right, come on. There you go. No, click over. There you go. All right. Are they straight ahead? Yeah. See, there's a little red circle straight. Yeah, there they are. All right. So we're going to get up here. Oh, awesome. They're facing the other way. All right, so are they worth coming back to my club or do they have to get killed? I mean, that's what we're dealing with. Come on, man. All right, I can't even scan them because they're single file. Okay, he got to be... you know, both of those guys, they get to come to the promised land, all right? Seriously? Okay, that's bad. That's bad. All right. Oop. Okay, you guys hear that helicopter? So there's this enemy gunship coming. And I'm going to have to go hide. Like, you can lay on your stomach for the most part. See it right there? That thing can kill you pretty quickly. And like, even if it doesn't kill you, you stay bloody for like a really long time. And I'll tell you what, if you want to know one of the pucker up moments in the game, it's when one of those things sees you. Yeah. Like, it'll notify you just like when an enemy sees, like a normal enemy sees you. All right, so let's call the horse back over here. Now, my horse can defecate. You might have noticed that. I have no idea why you would do that. I'd have to look on the internet. All right, so let's go to this base. Ooh, so there's already stuff going on over here. See, we're just trying to sneak it up. Now, if you want to get full credit for this mission, you need to Fulton out the snipers. You need to Fulton out that prisoner. I mean, you can't just ride your horse into this place. Also, I will tell you, like, the first time you play this, if you don't know where you're going, it's very easy to ride your horse into the wrong spot and then, like, mess it all up. So the horse is not always the super viable option. I'm just turning the camera this way to see if there was a patrol coming. All right. Oh, did I see a diamond? That had to have been a diamond. Right? I saw a glitter over here. Did I not? Oh, was it this plant? It could have been the plant flashing. All right. Not a diamond. See, stuff costs money in this game. Everything costs money. Even like when I called in that helicopter to bring me supplies, that cost money. And actually, I've got expensive supplies now, so that actually cost me quite a bit of money. Oh, wow. My, speaking of which, so my, my suppressor is down. I'm going to try something. So that helicopter is coming. The helicopter's coming and I called in supplies. All right, where's that helicopter? I hear it. It's like really close to my headset. There it is. See that? Now, I'm going to turn on 1080p. Don't worry, guys. I will be turning on 1080p and I'll be showing you. All that's going to be towards the end of the video. I'll put that in the description. And then the helicopter's coming back. See? At least the game is a little bit helpful and it shows you the big red circle. Why is it coming this way? Huh. It didn't come this way last time. Alright, do we need the horse or do we need to actually be on foot is the question. Alright, so I don't know if we can try the horse too much longer. This may be too much of a choke point to do that. Oh, there's a sandstorm approaching. Oh, look, there's a guy sleeping over there. Check that out. Why has he got a blue? Oh, maybe because they're sleeping? All right. So we're going to use the cover of the sandstorm to come in here and wreck shop. Now, sometimes these guys can see you in the sandstorm like really well. Okay, all E's and D's, he's going to die. He's got a C. He's got a couple C's, so he gets to live. You guys know the rules. All D's and E's, he's going to die. We're not even going to waste bullets on this guy. Oh, come on. I guess we got to waste a bullet.
Clouds approaching.
Hey, why is it doing that? All right. Hey, wait a minute. Are those guys sitting up now? All right, one was going to live and the other was going to die, but I might stun them both just to be expedient. No, don't use your radio.
Guard post captured.
All right, guard post captured. All right, you have ease, so you get to die. See, I hear that helicopter above me. Yep, there he goes. All right. Oh, yeah, I got to scan this guy. Okay, you got C's. You get to live. Of course, you get to come work on my oil platform in the middle of the ocean, but you get to live. Do, 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 do. All right, so what is this over here? Take that tape. All right. Shooting this guy in the head. There we go. You know, I make jokes about it, but I'm serious. I don't have room for all these guys. You know, I'm not running a soup kitchen. Here comes the helicopter again. Allow me to get a drink while that happens. As I hide in the ground. This is actually the spot where the helicopter saw me last time. And like I said, I've actually had my helicopter shoot that helicopter down before. And yet, that was like a one-time deal. I'm going to Fulton that out. Look, that cost me $5,000. Maybe I'm not going to Fulton those things out anymore. That's pretty expensive. It's $300 to Fulton a person out. All right, so the question is, do I ride the horse or do I run to where we're going? I think I run because I'm about to start doing some platforming, believe it or not. Now remember, I told you guys I'm going to take you to the motherland of action. There is action coming up.
Arrived at Metabase.
Now I ducked because those little barbed wire things gave the impression that there might be another guard post up here, but I don't see one. And it looks like the sun's coming up soon. See how there's red glowing on that wall? Oh no, that's the light from a guard post. All right. Like I said, this is a long mission. We're 33 minutes in and we are not done with the mission yet. But this next part can be kind of fast because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to call in airstrikes. Okay, enemy presence detected. It's probably... Oh yeah, well that's obvious. All right. Yeah, the sun is going to come up though. And the graphics are better when the sun comes up, so you guys should like that. But when I get in here, I'm going to call in a helicopter. I'm going to call in airstrikes. I'll try to be stealthy as long as I can. Oh. I need a new suppressor for my submachine gun anyway. I hear the helicopter. So I'm going to get down like a little coward. See the red circle over there? Here comes the helicopter.
Supply drop complete.
All right, I just had to get a drink. All right, helicopter's leaving.
Arrived at your destination.
Supply drop coming in. Come on, guys. Give me my supplies. There we go. All right. Needed those suppressors. All right, now we can actually do a little bit of sneaking. Now, I'm sure like the hardcore, like really good people at the game don't need to keep getting those supplies in, but those supplies, that's like the pro tip, man. If you're, ooh, I did not actually mean to come this way, but since I'm up here, I can, scan.
Analysis complete.
All right, dude's got some C's.
Presence detected. Analysis complete.
There's a ton of guys in here. Like, I can call in like 2 helicopter strikes to take them out. There's that many guys. They just, because this is basically a pretty important mission.
Analysis complete.
But like I said, I'm not going to actually complete the mission, right? Like, I'm not going to give you the spoiler. So this video shouldn't be too much longer. See, I got to extract that guy. See, this is the best. I'll show you the graphics again. This is the best settings and resolution with the GTX 745 because this game require pause it if you need to see that because I've already shown it before. So pause it if you need to see this. All right, so you need to be able to see, and this is why I say the game like really is not made for 720p. Look how small all those little targets are and how far away they are, and like all like the stuff that goes on, and then you zoom in and you can look, you can see the radio and the chair and all that. You can't even see the radio chair at all now. I mean, this game requires you to like see little bitty things on your screen, and 900p is a good compromise. But really, this game is meant to be played at 1080p or 1440p or 4K. It's not meant to be played at 720. And that's not me being an elitist. That's me being practical. I've played the game on 720 and it's more difficult. When you zoom in on that stuff, it is not as easy to see it. So it's an issue of practicality. All right, I hear that helicopter. See that red dot? Hiding in any kind of grass and laying completely on your stomach seems to be good enough to get you away from that helicopter. Which is very, very nice and lenient of the game. Trust me. That helicopter can just destroy you. I'm trying to go this way. I thought I could go this way, but I guess not. Here, let me look at a map. No, I cannot. All right. I'm trying to get down into that base. And I'm also now trying to pick these flowers. Come on. Flowers are important. That's what your girlfriend said. All right. Oh, you know what way I normally go? It involves going on the other side of this guard post. So this is the way I normally go to get into there.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
This is a very labyrinthine kind of game. Do you have skills?
Analysis complete.
C's,
Analysis complete.
D's and E's. You can, you know what? I'm actually gonna just shoot both of. Or am I? All right, so that guy, let's see how far he goes on patrol over to the left. Because that'll make it so I can just stab this guy over here. Oh, actually, or I could Fulton him out. Whatever. Come on. See, sometimes it's hard to sneak up on people. All right, so how about show me. Oh, wow. All right, here comes that helicopter. Check that out. I've got a 100% Fulton chance. But where's that one guy at that went to the left? Because if he sees the Fulton, he goes on his radio. All right, look, you can see he's actually walked pretty far away now. All right, and then where's the helicopter? Because again, when people see the Fulton, they get on the radio. And once guys get on your radio, that's when the fit hits the shan. That's when you got problems. When those little snitches get on their radios. Now, if you notice, this whole time we've been playing, I've been doing a pretty good job of not making the whole garrison come down on me. Oh, there goes that helicopter swinging back around. Where is that helicopter going? I don't know. All right, let's go this way. Now, I was trying not to use bullets. No, more importantly, I was trying not to shoot anyone so I wouldn't use my silencer. All right, there is a way to go up here, up on top of all this. So watch this. This is the platforming I told you about. Remember, we've discussed how inconsistent climbing can be. Wow, look at all those red triangles already mapped out. Now, normally I don't go to that Overwatch little spot. I don't do that. I normally just go this way first. Damn, are you serious? Platforming is so shifty in this game. Well, let's see how much progress we lost. Oh, yes. We didn't lose any progress. Look at that. Normally I make these jumps. You know what? What if I just go this way? Normally I play this like Mario, like Super Mario Brothers, and I just platform it up. But it is being shifty. Oh, maybe I should have gone over here to do it. Jeez. All right, so I'm not going to platform then. I've never fallen off of that platform before, but since I've done it twice now, I don't want you guys to have to keep watching that. All right, so back down we go. But this is a viable route. If you don't mess it up, you can go this way. I tried using C4 on one of these mountain walls and brought everybody down on me. It was pretty crazy. I'm surprised I haven't run into anybody. Now remember, I might not have marked everyone, so that's why I'm trying to keep it chill. All those red triangles. Oh, this is the guy. D's and E's. He's got to go. Shoot. Now what I was going to say was I was going to like try to stab him. I definitely don't need him getting on his radio. I can tell you that much. We're 43 minutes into the video and I haven't even got into the action yet. Like inside there, that's where all the action is. And even then, it's pretty brief action compared to all the sneaking we've done, compared to all the crawling and the hiding on the horse and the platforming. It's actually a very short amount of action proportionately. But it's pretty intense action. Like I've almost gotten killed several times in there. It's almost like an Uncharted mission at that point. You feel like Nathan Drake. All right. Ah, dang it. Now I'm going to have to shoot him. All right. I just want a chance to stab him. All right, I just want a chance to stab him. I don't want to have to use my silencer. Right. All right, I'm just going to Fulton him. All right, he gets a free ride. Shoot. There's a dude right there. Look at that. There is a guy right there.
Analysis complete.
D's and E's. All right, I'm just gonna ignore him. How about that?
Shortly.
Now, actually, I want to turn around. If you're in the prone position, the controls are just beyond stupid. Like anything you do to try to turn around, it's like not letting you.
Enemy presence detected. The map
All right. See this? The the promised land. All this action in here. All these guys in here. And what's crazy is you can kill all these guys, but there's more than this. Because that helicopter comes in and it doesn't really do much. Now, there could be all kinds of skillful guys to take out of here, but I usually end up just killing them all. Those are D's and E's. I don't feel too bad about that. So here's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about sneaking all the way over there if possible without even getting into combat. Ooh, there's a flower. All right. So I'm thinking about sneaking. Actually, no. You guys probably want to see some combat. So we can stress the graphics card. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Hold on. All right. We're going to call in an airstrike. I don't know how much money that costs, and I don't have a lot of money right now.
Please select a strike point.
Oh, there's a ton of guys up in this cave. Where am I at? Okay, I'm here. There's guys. You know what? Let's not do this. Let's just call in the support helicopter.
Please select a strike point.
All right, we're going to put him here because there's a ton of guys in this cave. There's a giant cave over here.
Support helicopter requested.
All right. Yeah, D's and E's. All right, you guys can get it. Oh, let me put it on 1080p. Let me do that. Options. Not even changing anything else, but putting it on 1080p. We're going to go from about 60 frames per second to like not 60 frames per second. And what happens is this frame rate says it's okay. It says it's in the 40s, but the camera like moves pretty badly. Like the camera starts moving slowly. And no, did not want to do that. Come on. All right. Oh, wait a minute. All right. See, there's my support helicopter. And I guess they're already shooting at my helicopter quite a lot. Oh, they destroyed my support helicopter. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to call in. Hold on. Remember, there's a bunch of guys. Ah, they're coming out of the cave. All right, good. Good. Draw them out of the cave. Let's call in another support helicopter.
Please select a strike point. Support helicopter requested.
Now, again, it says it's getting 45 frames per second, and that sounds really good, but it feels like crap. Like it's not feeling good. It the camera like rotates kind of crappy and choppy. You know what? I'm just gonna let him see me. I'm just gonna let him see me. All right, we're in it to win it now. We're in it to win it. Here, we'll go ahead and max the game out too. Now, I probably could have, I don't know if I could have done this whole mission sneaking, but we probably could have done most of it. All right, is that maxed out? I don't do motion blur, so yeah. Yeah, you're about to see some not so great frame rates now. 17. 17 frames per second if you haven't noticed the fraps counter in the upper right hand corner, which has now gone up to 18. Let's go, buddy. All right, so 19 frames per second. Hey, there's a plant. Ah. All right, see, there's a ton of guys out here now. All right, and let's call in the airstrike.
Please select a strike point. Strike requested.
All right, there we go. Now I need to get out of the way. All right, it is super choppy. 19 frames per second. Oh yeah, I forgot I have a sniper rifle. There we go. I totally forgot. Oh man, they shot down my helicopter. Come on, but where's he at? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No. All right, where's that shooting coming from? 18 frames per second. Where's my airstrike? Where that? Keep in mind the frame rate is affecting this, plus this sniper rifle, it's a little dodgy. And then as soon as I start trying to get in on these guys, damn it, they move. Oh, snap. Okay, well, we could die. It could happen. I'm not quite sure where my bombardment was that I called in. Is that it? Did it help? No, look at all those red triangles. 18 frames per second. Oh, they don't know where I'm at. Okay, this should be easier than this. It really should. See, what's interesting is I don't know how they're shooting me. I'm higher up than they are, plus I'm in the prone. And normally this would work, what I'm doing. Also, my support helicopter normally does a much better job. A lot better. All right. "19 frames per second. I'm about to turn it to like more manageable 1080p settings. Wait a minute. All right, that was not a headshot. Oh, there's a grenade. Ooh, this is not going well. Really? Okay, I know that was like bad right there. Huh. Now that one actually should have hit him.
Caution. Sandstorm approaching.
Oh, there's a sandstorm coming. When I first started the game, sandstorms were basically the only way I could actually take posts down. Okay, so that guy's got a... dude's got a bazooka. Oh yeah, let's do more manageable settings here. 1080p, keep it 1080p. Let's do medium, high. Yes, we're still going to go high, medium, low, I guess. Definitely low, low, off, off. Let's try that out. It takes a long time when you switch the settings. Takes it a long, long time. It's better than making you restart the game. All right, 47. 46. This is more manageable, but I probably still would appreciate something in the 60s. All right. Oh, I'm using all my money on this. I'm going to be broke.
Strike requested.
I'm going to be broke, guys. I'm going to have to be recycling beer cans. I'm wondering if they can do the airstrike during a sandstorm. 1, 2, 3. There's only 4 guys. I really probably could have run in there with the gun. I probably could have gone in there with the gun. See those 4 triangles? Let's see if we can get rid of them.
Outpost captured.
Outpost captured, son. That's how you do it. How much money did that cost? It's like 7 or 8 grand, I think. All right. So let's see the green triangle here, if I can extract this guy. Now, I've recorded other videos of me doing this. Like, way, way cooler action. Like, honestly, it was like playing Uncharted. Which I know that's a PlayStation game, but it was a lot cooler than this. This was not my finest work. All right, so rescuing this guy makes it easier for me to find the honeybee. Wait a minute. It didn't do all this the last time. It just Fultoned him out last time. It didn't do a cutscene. I've saved this guy before, and it did not do this. He just Fultoned out. He's like, boop, boop, on the balloon. Well, at least you're getting to see what a cutscene looks like. And this isn't too spoilery. He's just telling me, like, the thing is in here, which, duh. I mean, this is the most prominent part of the map, so that's not a spoiler either. All right, Fulton, buddy. Let's go. See you later. All right, so what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Because I'm going to show you how the game... Oh, wait a minute. I do want to run around here and get some supplies. I'll do that in a minute. I do want to show you how the game performs That's that little rock that I was up on that rock up there, overlooking everything earlier. All right, so we're in 1080p. We're in the 40s for the frames per second for those settings I had. Let's try some different settings. I normally have everything off with the exception of two things if I play 1080p. So I actually have that on low, high, extra high, and then everything else is low and off. Are we? And it's normally like 50 or 60 frames per second, but I don't know if we're going to get that. See, this actually doesn't look too bad. Here, let's go back in there. Now, as you can see, this is way less detailed in here, this camp. Like all the stuff. All right, let's run around. Woo, let's not run. Let's run around. See, this looks kind of gross. This card can't quite do 1080. It can max out 720. I don't know if switching to 720 is going to screw with my recording, or I would switch to 720 in this video. I'm kind of afraid switching to 720 because I'm recording, and when I change resolutions, sometimes I have like huge consequences for that. Like it screws up the video. And I don't want to screw up the video I'm recording for you guys. So I know it's safe to switch between 900 and 1080. That's why I chose to keep it to those two. But look, we're still only getting 46, but let's turn everything on low. Let's see the highest frame rate we can possibly get at 1080. Oh, wait a minute, depth of field was on. Let's see how much that was affecting it. We were in the 40s. Still in the 40s. All right, yeah, let's turn everything on low. Low, off. Try to get that frame rate up as high as we can. That should be it, right? Ooh, texture filtering. The lowest it goes is medium. All right, then. It's making me wait, guys. I'm like stuck here. See that little circle in the upper right-hand corner? All right. Still in the 40s. I've actually gotten a higher frame rate at 1080 than this. I've actually gotten it to hit 60. It's not wanting to hit it this time, and it could be because of where we are. Let me look at the skybox. All right, see that? That's a trick. Whenever you look at the skybox, you can get the frame rate up to 60. Usually. But no, okay, so we're in the 40s. Ain't going to work. Now, understand this. Just going from 1080p to 900p allows you to turn up a bunch of settings and hit 60. That's why I tell you it is the sweet spot. It is the compromise. All right, so let's do that. Let's go to 900. And then we get to turn all this on. Look, we get our depth of field. This gets to go on high, high, extra high, 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 low. Post-processing on low, effects on low, high, off. So now we just turned a bunch of stuff up, and we're still going to get, should still get a good frame rate. We're at 55, 56 right now. And that's usually like a good indication of what's going to happen. Look at that. 59, 60. Looks like a different game now, doesn't it? It looks really good. We're getting an honest 60 frames per second. I'm not looking at the skybox. It just went down to 52, but still. This looks so much better. The whole time that I was taking this, the last 15 minutes or so, in the 1080, it did not look as good as this. So if you have a GTX 745, 900p is the compromise. Look at this. 900p lets you turn settings up, makes everything crisp, everything pops. Now, once I go into that cave, we start going into spoiler territory. I'm not going to do that to you. You've seen me play from the very start of this mission. All right, look, we're up here. We started over here. So you've seen me go around here, through here, through here, through here. This is that bridge that we literally took the horse across. I was going to drive the Jeep back there earlier, And I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. Although there's a ton of stuff I could be getting, like all these flowers and stuff. Anyway, there you go. You've seen me do all that. You've seen me do the different resolutions, the different settings. We maxed it out. I could max it out on here to show you what it looks like at 900, but I can do it just to humor you, I suppose. I don't say that to be mean or, be negative or in a bad way. It's just like, this is about as good as you're going to get. It's possible. I think I've had the effects turned up higher. So let me do the effects on high. I wonder if I could do lighting on extra high, which I'm going to go ahead and max it out at 900. I'm going to be a good sport. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We're still at a high frame rate, although the camera does not feel as responsive. This is the thing. Yeah, the game's a little more shaky now. I remember this is why I choose the original settings. Because here's the thing, guys. Like, I know the picture probably looks better and there's more contrast now, and that frame rate says it's in the 50s. And by all means, if this is how you want to play it like this. That's fine. But for me, I don't like to play when the controls don't feel right. You know what I mean? I want the camera to feel good. I want the controls to feel good. So that stuff matters. Wonder where all the stuff is for me to pick up. See, like my base needs all this. Now, what's his name? Yahtzee, zero punctuation. He made a point in Dragon Age Inquisition that it's funny that the protagonist has to pick all the plants and get all the metal and the resources. It's funny that Snake has to do this. Although later in the game, I'm surprised it's not happening yet. I can have my employees do this for me. My employees that I captured and forced to work for me. All right, so I showed you guys the settings. Oh, let me max it out. Let me max it out at 900. Watch it be like a solid 60 frames per second and make me look like a moron. All right. No, I don't think turning all this up is going to give me a solid 60 frames per second. Now that I see everything we just clicked up. Okay, obviously it's making me wait while it engages all those settings. All right, and we are still up. It's still making me wait. There we go. 30 frames per second. And it is shaking. Like, it is a nasty, shaky, lurchy, smeary game experience. This does not at all feel good. Nor does it look good. Higher settings does not always mean better better experience. Now, how do I get to that diamond? There we go. You have no idea, man. The diamonds make the biggest difference in how much money you make. Like, I'll get $500,000 for a mission, and 300,000 of it is diamonds. I don't hear that gunship. Now that I think about it. Oh, no, the gunship's here. There it is. Yeah, what's interesting is if you get the gunship's attention, it will actually fly over here a lot. And I don't know why it's not, to be honest with you. It's only done it one playthrough, and I've played through this like 4 times now. So 25 frames per second, it's not bueno. Guys, the settings and resolution I showed you at the start of the video, that is the perfect compromise for the GTX 745. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This has been AI Gaming 1776. As you can see, we are maxed out. We're using a GTX 745. This is Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. This has been a long video. I know, but I told you. I mean, realistically, what I could have done was I could have made a 20-minute video with that little bit of action, calling in my support helicopter and all that, but it doesn't really paint a picture of the game. So I try to show you guys in my videos. I mean, I could just put out a tweet, right? Saying, hey, here's the frame rate. I could just make like a PowerPoint slide and tweet a picture of it. But I make videos to show you guys like a real taste, like this is what the game is like, okay? If you haven't played the game, this is what it's like. And believe it or not, it's pretty fun. My earlier videos, I was a little bit hard on it. And there's a lot of reasons for that. The game can be tedious, especially in the beginning. But as you upgrade your stuff, okay, the one of the biggest things that made the game less tedious is this. When you upgrade your Fulton, you get 24 uses of the Fulton. When you first get your Fulton, you only have 12. And when I first started playing the game, I did not know how to use that resupply grenade. So upgrading the Fulton and learning how to use the resupply grenade made the game more fun. All right. That's when the game became more fun for me. The game was not fun when I was trying to sneak around and I didn't have a silencer and all that, and I was frustrated. But I know what I'm doing now. I'm not going to say I'm the world's greatest player, but I get the job done. So I know what I'm doing now, and the game is actually pretty fun. It's a time investment. You have to invest a lot of time into this game, guys. Like, you have to, like, if you look at my base, right? This base facility situation over here. Let's see how far along I still got a half hour of game time for these platforms to finish building. But I'm in a situation where are they at? Maybe under staff management. It was showing it earlier that like I've got, yeah, look, a 40 out of 40, 30 out of 30. I probably have 40 out of 40, 55 out of 55, 40 out of 40, 30 out of 30. I probably have more staff members than I have space for. So like you have to make your base bigger. And then eventually you have so many staff members that you have to start going through by their grade. Like those guys with the C's and B's that I was happy to get. Well, later in the game, you're going to find plenty of guys with A pluses. So you're going to have to get rid of your C's and B's to make room for the A pluses. And there's a lot to do. But look, I know I'm talking your ear off. I'm trying to be fair to the game. All right. I'm trying to be fair. The game is fun, but yeah, there is a lot of micromanaging. There's a lot of sneaking. There's a lot to deal with. You know, it's an interesting situation. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys have learned something. It's been informative. It's demonstrated how the game performs for you. Please know that these videos take me hours and hours and hours of work. So when you like the videos or subscribe, even I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard even if you dislike the video, it somehow helps. I don't know. I'm not a YouTube savant. Like I don't really know all the ins and outs of it, but I definitely know that commenting helps. The thumbs up, that helps. Subscribing helps. Sharing helps a lot. And I have a whole playlist with probably 40 different GTX 745 videos. I have Grand Theft Auto 5. I might even have Watch Dogs. I'm not sure. I think I have Watch Dogs in there. I might not. I might though. I know I have a lot. I've got Remember Me. I have Wolfenstein: The New Order. I have Tomb Raider 2013, BioShock Infinite. I'm going to have Mad Max soon. By the time most of you watch this, Mad Max will probably be up. So anyway, I put a lot of work into this because there's not a lot of videos out there showing the capabilities of the GTX 745, which is what inspired me to start making these videos. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this has been helpful to you. This has been AI Gaming 1776, and you guys have yourselves an excellent day. Don't mind me, I'm just reaching for the stop button for the recording software because the mouse cursor wasn't over it.